What's up, guys? We got a round 2 superstars battle between tryhard of the century, Finchinator, who is an up-and-coming tournament player. He's established on the scene and all that. You've seen him in World Cup and SPL and all that. And MetalGro, the Belgian. They were on the bigs together. Zapdos heat-waving Jirachi is not something I agree with. Well, only if it's choice. But Finch predicts a T-Tar switch here and goes to Swampert. Very nice. If it's not choiced, then heat waving is fine, but you kind of give away that you're not choiced. At least if you Thunderbolt and it doesn't do specs or magnet damage, and you can still fall in magnet damage roll if you roll low, or high rather, and a low magnet roll, then you can give off the illusion that you're Scarf, which is not unheard of. It has been popping up a bit. But heat waving is fine, so now he knows it's not choice. His Scarf heat wave would be incredibly stupid. It's much better to be locked into your stab early game than heat wave, especially when T-Bolt actually chunks two of your biggest switch-ins, T-Tar and Heatran. But yeah, I missed some stuff. But there's a psychic crit. So Pert laid up rocks on T-Tar as it went back to Jirachi. Protect on Grass Knot, obviously. And Zapdos tries to switch in and gets crit. Although if it did appear that the Zapdos was faster, so that probably mattered, and he would have had to switch out. Although we don't know his T-Tar set. If it was Scarf, then he would have switched in. Maybe on the he would have lived anything and probably pursued it to hell. So yeah. In any case, Jirachi wouldn't have gotten that HP ground off on the Heatran, and it doesn't quite kill, but his Life Orb Tran, which is a very good choice because, Zapdos, Swampert teams, they have trouble breaking some more defensive stuff, and Life Orb Tran massacres them. So he goes down to that, and it's a 5-4 MetalGro lead. Although, if there's any indication, then he's probably going to have some trouble killing the Swampert, especially since it got Protect for booms, tricks, and general leftovers recovery. Since Jirachi would not be switching in like that if he had something like a Breloom to further take advantage. It is a good move if he has one to, save it for later, and, not reveal more pokes and try to chip away at what he has seen that could be dangerous, which worked out very nicely. So if he does have Breloom, then major props, but I don't think he does. He might have a Shaman, which, he doesn't want to blow its load either with Heatran and Zapdos around. And there comes a Dragonite, so another poke that's not exactly loving Swampert. We see a Scarf Rachi, or, most of them, if they have U-turn, they're probably Scarf. Are we going to see Fire Blast? We do. This is a mixed night. And switching Swampert directly in like that, he better not let it take that Draco. It's going to give Finch a lot of trouble. He's protecting for leftovers and more sand, but Roost, nice move there. MetalGro says most mixed night do pack E-Speed. Oh, but he overpredicts the Jirachi, since Jirachi does run Ice Punch on Scarf, and Finch doesn't kill it. What the fuck is that Dragonite? I mean, I understand running little speed and some bulk on Dragonite, but that might be the most ridiculous thing I have seen in ages. You know how, well, Finch gets some hacks back as he freezes the Dragonite so it can't Draco the Pert and he stays healthy. But that was puzzling. The only Dragonite can definitely do that. Bulky DD sets have eaten less, but that is a mixed night, man. That takes less. Fire Blast does not thaw. You need Sacred Fire and Flame Wheel. Maybe that Pert is accidentally minus special attack. That's fucking weird. But yeah, so Jirachi, he assumed that he would switch out of the Ice Punch, which is why he U-turned. Not a bad move, but he's sort of like, hey man, I don't have a trillion switches here. So I'm gonna stay in. And Suicune comes in second water to back up Pert in case of the explosion. He doesn't want to waste protects on, especially because, it's very obvious, and there's Trick Room, so he doesn't mind if Coon gets boomed on, because Pert is the key player here. And you can tell MetalGro, his team is solid, but it really struggles with it. And that T-Tar is now very, very likely to be a Choice Bander. I think the last two are Starmie and Rotom. The last could be, Infernape, Heatran, Zapdos, anything really. But I think there's definitely Starmie. Now he's going to bite out the Trick Room turn so he can't abuse it. Oh, come on, Finch. What was that? Oh, that was a very bad move. I mean, I understand predicting and all, but the goal was see, he only has one turn of Trick Room left after that, and then you sack this Coon, which is absolutely useless. And then, you know, you're in good shape. But he knows it is Bantar, and the last poke, since he has sacrificed Dragonite and is unlikely to have a Balloon, then it is pretty likely that DD Tar's in good shape. But it's not Bantar, it's Mix. Mix is not a bad choice, and it's bulky Mix, so it survives the +1 Earthquake. As Finch, his Scarfrachi, I mean, it's not unrealistic at all, because Starvy's taking rocks, it's offensive, there's sand up, so Scarfrachi could very easily flinch us, and Scarf Rotom, you know, ain't no thing. And he's still healthy, so he can take a hit or two. Probably just one, though. But if Scarf Tran, I mean, stranger things have happened, man. Rocks are up, and Jirachi's flinching away, and Fire Blast isn't that accurate. I mean, you can go for the 2 Earth Power trick, but, eh. I think, that was interesting, how, because generally on a team like this, you really want all the physical power you can get to bust through the pokes you have trouble with, like Aqua Tail lures in Hippo and gets rid of that, and Hippo walls Mixed Knight to hell and back. I mean, Hippo is already getting trouble. I mean, he relies on Jirachi to lure him, but smart people won't let that happen. And Mix is cool, but in Trick Room, it's not really that great. I mean, what, you'll Ice Beam Gliscor before it can Earthquake you? That's never gonna really happen. There's Heatran, that's definitely Scarf. Jirachi can't pull this off, though. There's Iron Head, there's one. So, it was a bulky-ish Tar, and most mixed Tar are minus defense, which is really weird. Unless he's DD, which would be weird. I mean, he showed Crunch. Crunch Earthquake is really rare. He breaks through, hits the Fire Blast, MetalGro is going to take this one. So, odd game. Not sure how I feel about that. I think Finch definitely had this, or had a very, very good shot, because, you know, no absolutes and all that. But he had a very, very good shot of winning this if he kept that Pert alive. Especially since the Coon, you know, was fucking useless. So, hell, he could have just, you know, kept Coon in on it, or whatever, but, yeah, I think, yeah, not a fan. But, that was a nice game from both you guys, and thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next time.